What I appreciate most about BOMA is what we do together in advocacy. Whether it's the city of Minneapolis, Hennepin County, the state, or even sometimes at the national level, BOMA is right with us on issues that relate to anything to do with offices, with building construction, with zoning. When we were doing the Twins and the Vikings, BOMA was at our side, making sure that those businesses were represented, and we were all being thoughtful about how to go about this and letting our elected officials know the important role that office tenants play in the city of Minneapolis and the region as a whole.
The fact that we as a big corporation can take care of ourselves and we can tend to those issues, but that's actually not true. BOMA is a very big partner and very important to us as a bank, whether it's at the local level dealing with city ordinance issues, or if you get to the state level where you're dealing with public transportation, or of course that elephant in the room being property taxes, and all the way up to the national level with things like energy efficiencies and energy programs. BOMA and US Bank make a very, very good partnership. Even though we can't come up with a specific dollar amount as to how much money BOMA saves US Bank annually, here in Minneapolis it's tens of thousands of dollars across all sectors. And then in addition to that, and one of the things we don't want to forget about is that all of our property managers here in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area have either their RPA or their FMA or both. So the BOMA arm of education is extremely important to US Bank as we try to keep the property management staff at the bank fully up to speed on all of the issues that affect real estate management in this area.
Well, being an International TOBY winner, it has gained recognition for my staff, myself, my company, my owner, and my asset manager as well. It has put us on the map. People respect the designation. My owner is the second largest pension fund in the world, and they are so impressed with us winning the TOBY. We couldn't have done it also without the support of BOMA locally as well as internationally. The value of winning the International TOBY really started with Mark Crone, who really pushed this program a long ways, handed it over to Bruce Kohler, and he took it into the stratosphere. We are so pleased with the way that he took ownership of the TOBY Awards locally.
In this market, we have a tremendous amount of great management teams and great buildings, and so it was logical to try to get us out there to compete at the regional and international level. Locally, we've had really quite a bit of success. Since 2008, we've won 21 regional awards and 6 international awards. The TOBY program is really an example of how BOMA brings value to its members, and there's a couple of opportunities within the TOBY program to do that. One is that the committee is there to support you. As a TOBY entrant, we will give you the tools you need to be competitive, and in addition to that, the program itself gives you the opportunity to compete against your peers literally at a worldwide level. And so there aren't other programs that allow you to do that. And so BOMA brings you that.
BOMA members are passionate about providing an environmentally sound, sustainable workplace for its tenants. BOMA members are participating in Xcel energy conservation programs at a level that far exceeds most of our other customer bases. So when we got together to start the kilowatt crackdown, we knew it would be a success, but what we didn't know was how far our BOMA members would take it. In just 3 years, we've 110 buildings enrolled in the program, representing more than 40 million square feet of office space. The energy saved in this 3-year period is the equivalent of taking over 4,700 passenger vehicles off our roads every year from now on. What started as a friendly competition among buildings has turned into a message, a really strong message from our commercial real estate community to the nation. We're gaining national attention from organizations like the Environmental Protection Agency and from individuals like Senator Al Franken. Our BOMA truly is the best of BOMA.
I joined BOMA Young Professionals to make connections with my peers, to learn a bit more about the industry, and to recognize faces so that I could walk into a room, walk into a BOMA meeting and shake someone's hand and know them and have a rapport. And it worked. I was able to build some relationships, make some connections. I was eventually asked to join the communications committee and ended up actually chairing that committee. For me, BOMA has provided the environment to grow professionally, to make connections, and to learn about the industry and really make me a better property manager.
Being a part of the BOMA Young Professionals was a segue into me being a part of the mentorship program. That was just a great way for me to get involved and meet more people and be comfortable walking into a meeting and knowing someone that could really introduce me, and it has been a pivotal part of my success in the real estate industry because I was able to really connect with someone who was more seasoned, and I could see the enthusiasm and the drive that she had, and it really made me want that as a professional in the industry.
The demands on today's building engineers are many. They need to know about construction, codes, equipment performance, energy efficiency, benchmarking, financial analysis, and above all, keeping tenants happy. Where do they go to learn all these skills? One of the best places is BOMA's SMA program, where they have resources, experts in the business in those fields that can teach them how to best operate buildings. And they can do that with their contemporaries so that they can learn from each other.
As I think about what property management must have been like 100 years ago, when the property manager's role was to collect rents, make sure the tenants had the keys, and make sure the utilities were working, today's property manager, the modern day property manager, is in charge of all of that plus many, many more things. They're the CEO of a small company. So they set a budget which is difficult to achieve, and then have to outperform that budget. So the financial reporting, financial accounting, all of the marketing, the legal, the operations, the contract bidding, we're always trying to get more done for less. Is all part of the modern property manager's role. In addition to that, in our free time, and we're available 24/7, 365. I doubt they were that available 100 years ago. We've got to also take time to train our staff and constantly work in our industry to advocate and educate those in our business and around us to the benefit of our industry. BOMA has been outstanding at that. And in mentoring young people, BOMA is tops. So if you can do all of these things and manage to keep a smile on your face, you too can be a property manager of today's modern world.
By the way, I am the Bob.